Hello everyone, I'm OCDsaster and this is OCDsaster Blue, my Sonic exclusive channel where everything we do here is Sonic related, so if that sounds like something your speed, consider checking out some other videos after this one and subscribing. In today's video, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Does anyone like the festival modes in Sonic CrossWorlds? This is a genuine question because the more and more festivals that roll out for this game, the more irritated and rage-filled I get. What are Sonic CrossWorlds Festivals? They're essentially a themed event based off of a DLC character, whether that be a free DLC character such as Joker, Hatsune Miku, or paid third-party DLC characters from the Season Pass, such as the Minecraft characters, Steve, Alex, and the Creeper. So, in a nutshell, you basically go online and the World Match Ranking online mode is gone and taken over by Festival mode, in which you do a bunch of team-based mini-game sort of things. You're still racing and trying to get first place. The higher you place, the more points you get, but there's a lot of bonuses, whether it's tapping on the teammates to boost, it's collecting a certain amount of rings, doing a certain amount of tricks. There are bonuses you get at the end, and you're divided into 3 different teams with online people. And those teams are themed off of whatever that festival is on. So if it's Joker, it's a bunch of Joker characters. For Minecraft, it's the Minecraft characters. And if it's the Hatsune Miku, it's, you know, you get the point. And it just changes your color for whatever team you're on. And in theory, this is a fun idea. When they did the open beta, they actually did a Joker festival where you could play as Joker and, you know, do the festival for like a day. Then Hatsune Miku dropped, they did a festival for that, and then we just recently finished up the Minecraft festival. And you could unlock some goodies by doing these festivals. The more points you get by racing and doing well, you get kind of like, it's almost like a battle pass, it's not really, but you get a slider that shows you how many points to the next item, and you can get decals, you can get special little rewards, and, you know, everything's based off of that game that the festival's on. So if it's a Minecraft, you get Minecraft decals, and you can get a banner for playing the festival, and that part is really cool and I enjoy. But when you really boil it down, it's kind of a giant cluster, and I don't know if it's a matchmaking thing or just because I'm so bad at the game. I'm always on the losing team, and after 3 or 4 races of constantly losing or almost winning but then not doing the, you know, the extra little thing to get the extra 10 points and then losing because the other team got more rings, it is so defeating. Not to mention, when these festivals happen, you cannot do regular online matches. You cannot rank up. You have to be a part of the festival. And I think that's where a lot of people have issues, is some people just want to jump in and race. They don't want to do these team-based things in which they have to participate or lose. And I completely understand that. I also understand why they don't have open matches while festival's going on, because they want people to actually do festival, and they're afraid not a lot of people are going to be in there. And then if everyone that wants to do festival can go there, they can basically just grind to the top of the leaderboards, because there are leaderboards, and some people are actually really, you know, like adamant about getting to the top of the leaderboards for that festival. I get it, but some people that are casual like myself, they don't really care. We don't really care about the rankings because we know we're not that good anyway. I also forgot to mention earlier that Festival sometimes gives you this loadout that's just made specifically for that festival, which is an interesting little thing, but it doesn't really add too much to the experience. And yeah, I'm 3 festivals in and I'm already kind of tired. I think it's cool that you could unlock some extra decals and stuff, and it incentivizes you to keep playing without having to actually like pay money, which is fine. Unlockables are great, but I think what really would have helped with the festival mode is if every 3 to 4 races you just put in a regular match, and you could just have like a little like alert that's up that says, hey, letting you know we're going back to a regular match real quick, and then, or even have it cycle through like every 30 minutes to an hour. Just have something on that online lobby or right before you go online saying, hey, with a countdown timer, hey, in a few minutes we're switching everything over to normal races for like 30 minutes, or hey, for the next hour we're doing festival and then we're switching back for a little bit. Maybe even just have select times in the day for each thing. Like, hey, you want to join this festival? Great. Tune in at 4 p.m. till like 7, 8 p.m. your local time, and that's when the festival's taking place for the next 3 or 4 days. These are all solutions I have. I want to know if you guys have any solutions. Let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know, do you like the festival mode? I am actually very curious about what you guys think. I personally think they're fine and fun for the first 3 or 4 matches, but then after that, it really loses its luster. It's very chaotic, extremely chaotic, and at least with online, I've been put with some really bad people. I don't mean the crap talk, folks, and like, I know I'm not the best at this game, but you should at least balance it out a little bit more with the skill-based matchmaking. Put me with like a really good person, a really bad person, and some people that are more on my level, just so that there's a chance. But most of the time, I get absolutely smoked, and I'm like genuinely trying. So yeah, that's kind of my take on the Sonic Racing CrossWorlds Festival. I think conceptually it's a great idea. As far as implementation, it's not the strongest it could be. There's still plenty of time to improve it, to figure out what to do. I'm glad they don't lock the characters behind the festival, where you would have to like level up the entire like point system of that festival just to get the character. That would be insane. There'd be a lot of backlash for that, especially for the people that paid for the DLCs. But yeah, I just think they could work some things out a little bit more. And then as it goes for like the Minecraft festival, for example, they unlocked a new, or they at least released a new track for Minecraft, and so everyone was just voting on that, which is fine. I mean, I wanted to play that map a bunch of times, but for the other people that are like, okay, we played this like 8 times already, can we do something else? Everyone's still just voting on it, so maybe they should also not have that like in the constant rotation. I get that the festival's themed around Minecraft in this example, but sometimes you should like pull it out. So yeah, these are my thoughts, just off the cuff. Nothing really scripted here, obviously, as you can tell. But the festival, I would have to say, if I had to rank it, it's like a C, C+. It's close to being good. It is. And I do like I said, the extra goodies you get for participating. You get little banners, and you know, it's a fun little community thing for a little bit. But they gotta do something to spice it up. They gotta make it so that you can actually do other online things while the festival's going on, because I mean, we have Race Park. Race Park allows you to do all these things split screen or by yourself, with, you know, the bumping in and boosting and the collecting extra rings, doing extra tricks. So maybe they need to add an extra mode specifically for a character. I don't know how complicated that would be. It's probably a lot more complicated than I'm saying, but yeah, that's just my thoughts. Happy to read your comments down below, and if you like the video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm OCDsaster, and I hope you have a super Sonic rest of your day. See ya.